Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and you are enjoying good health at home. And I am also expecting from your side you have to prepare all your previous lecture which was delivered to you during lecture 1 and lecture 2. Now today is our lecture number 3. So we will move to our lecture. Okay student, today is lecture number 3. So chapter number 1, review and exercises. Today we will move to the page number 6, exercise number 13. So first of all, we have to read the statement of our exercise carefully. Measure the following lines using a ruler. Write the measurements in centimeter. Again, read the statement. Measure the following lines using a ruler. Write the measurements in centimeter. In this exercise, we have to measure the particular objects by using the ruler. First of all, I will tell you about the ruler, how to use ruler for measurement. Here you can see a ruler. You also have rulers at your home, at your geometry boxes, and in your bag. So first of all, look at this. This is like a ruler. Okay student, today we will learn how to use ruler for measurement. You can see the ruler here. Here are multiple divisions. You can see different types of lines, upward and downwards. You can see here is centimeter and here are inches. If we are measuring in centimeter, we have to measure from this side. If we are measuring in inches, so we have to use this side. In our exercise, we have to measure in centimeter. So we have to use this centimeter side. You can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These are our centimeter. This one is our centimeter, 2 is our centimeter, 3 is our centimeter, so on. These are all our centimeter. And here are some multiple divisions. These are millimeters. But in this exercise we are talking about just centimeter, so we will discuss about centimeter. So as I told you, these are our centimeter and these are our inches. So we will use just this side which is showing the centimeter. Okay student, you can see here you can see a line here, line A and B, and we have to measure the length of this line in centimeter. So first of all, we have to take a ruler like this. This is our ruler. We have to put, now I will tell you how to measure this line by using this ruler. So first of all, I will put this ruler like this. No, not like this. We put the starting point, which is the starting point of our ruler. You can see at the ruler. This is the starting point of our ruler. This 0 number is the starting point of the ruler. We have to put at the starting point of our line, which is draw here. So first of all, we have to observe our line, our ruler line, and our this AB line. First point must be exact we have to measure this line A and line B. So we take a ruler and we put the starting point. Which is the starting point? You can see here 0. We start measurement from the 0 number. We put the ruler at the starting point of our line A and B. Which is the starting point of our line A? That is our starting point. And we also put the starting number at the starting point of our line A. So you can see both are same, and now we can see the ending point of our line. In which number our line is ending, that will be our measurement. So now we can see ending point. Here is the ending point of our line AB. So in which number the line is going to be end, you can see number 9. Student, when we start measurement, we have to start from the number 0, not from the number 1. As you can see at the ruler, here is first number is 0, next number is 1, next number is 2, then 3, 4, so on. So when we start measuring any particular object, any type of line, which one you want to measure, so you have to put our scale at the starting point of our line, and when move to the ending point. Here is ending point, and it here number 9, and our measurement is 9. So it is in centimeter. So we have to write 9 centimeter. Okay student, now here is another example, line C and D. Now we have to measure this line C and D. So first of all we have to take a ruler, and as I told you, we have to put our starting point 0. We have to put at the start of our line. This is the start of our line. We have to put our starting number at this point, and now we look at the ruler and look at the line. This line is moving on and its end here, and on which number it's going to be end? On 12 number. It means this is our measurement 12, and we write also centimeter because we are measuring this length into centimeters. So when we write the number, we also have to write centimeter. 12 centimeter is the length of our line CD. Understand students? Again I am telling you, when we have to measure anything, we have to put the starting point of our starting number. I have told you from the number, first number is 0. We have to put the first number at the start of the line. Any object which we are going to measure at the starting point of that, and when we move on, and we have to see the ending point. So we have to look at the ruler, in which number our line is going to be end, that will be our measurement, and we have to write the measurement into centimeters. Understand students? Now you have to solve remaining parts by yourself at your home, and you have to use the ruler. Okay student, now move on the next exercise number 14. Exercise number 14, read the time on the following clock. Okay student, all of you have clocks at your home. We also have a clock here. So can you tell me what's the time here? Okay, first of all, I will tell you a clock has two hands. A clock has two hands. There are two hands here, 1 and 2, and this is a small hand. This called small hand, and this is our larger hand, larger and longer. Okay, students, there are two hands on the clock. First is small hand. This is our small hand. This is our larger hand. Okay. Now I will tell you what is the function of this small hand. What is the function of this larger hand? Small hand shows the hour of the day. Small hand tells us the hour of the day. It tells us the hours of the day, and larger hand tells us the minutes. Larger hand tells us minutes. Small hand tells us hours of the day. For example, you can see here. Here is the small hand pointed the number 9. Small hand is pointing the number 9, and our larger hand is pointing the number 12. What's the time here? It's 9 o'clock, because 9 hand is pointing the 9 number. Small hand is pointing the 9 number, and larger hand is pointing the 12 number. It means hour of the day is 9 o'clock. What's the time here? 9 o'clock. This is our time. Student, I am telling you again. A clock has two hands. Small hand and larger hand. Small hand tells the hours of the day, and larger hand tells the minutes. Minutes tell us minutes. Okay, student, here is another clock. Can you tell me what's the time here? Here are also two hands, small hand and larger hand. Small hand is running between 3 and 4. It is between the 3 and 4 number, but the hour of the day is 3. Now look at the larger number. It is pointing the number 5. So what's the time? Time is 3:05. Not really, not 3:05. Now I will tell you what's the time here. Okay, student, here are the numbers 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the larger number, and it shows the hour of the day. These larger number 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. It shows us the hour of the day, and these small lines tell us the minutes of this hour. For example, here is our larger hand is pointing the number 5. So in this method you have to recall the timetable of 5. We have to use the times table of 5 in this method. So you can see between 12 and 1, how many minutes are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes are here. Now between 1 and 2, how many minutes are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 5 minutes. So 5 and 5 plus 10 minutes. So student, it is very difficult for us to calculate minutes like this. So we have to recall the times table of 2 in this method. So we have to multiply the number 5 with the number of this hour. here is number 1. We have to multiply the 5 with this number. So here is 5. It means 5 minutes are here. Then we multiply this 2 by the 5. So how many minutes we will get? 2 5s are 10. Next number is 3. When we multiply number 3 by the number 5, so how many minutes will we get? 3 5s are 15. Next 4 multiply by 5. 4 5s are 20. Okay student, how we multiply these? As you can see, there are 5 lines between both number 12 and 1. Between both of numbers there are 5 lines. So we have to multiply these lines by the number which is given here. Here is given number 1, so we have to multiply 1 by 1 multiply by 5. Then we have to take this number 2 and we multiply this number by the 5. 2 5s are 10. Next 3 5s are 15. 4 5s are 20. And next number is 5. And we have to multiply this 5 by the 5. So 5 5s are 25. So how many minutes are here? Here are 25 minutes. So what's the time at this clock? As you know, hour is 3 and minutes are 25. So what's the time here? 3 hours and 25 minutes. 3 hours here and 25 minutes here. And understand student, how we get minutes here? We have to recall the times table of 5. Times table of 5 in this clock system. We have to multiply 5 by the number which is given here. So time is 3:25. Okay student, look at the another clock. What's the time here? As you can see, here are again 2 hands. This is our small hand. This is our larger hand. First of all, we have to look at the hands of this clock. Which is the small hand? Which is the larger hand? This is our small hand. This is our larger hand. Now we have to observe in which pointing small hand. Which pointing the small hand? The small hand is at number 11. Small hand is pointing number 11. And larger number is at the number 3. So our time is 11:3. No, not 11:3. What I have told you, you have to multiply this number by the 5, by the table of 5. So we have to multiply this number 3 by the table of 5. So what number will we get? 3 5s are 15. So these are our minutes. 3 5s are 15. So hour is 11 and minutes are 15. 11:15 is our time. Understand students? I am telling you once time more. So when you have to watch the time, so first of all we have to look both hands. Which is the small hand? Which is the larger hand? Small hand shows the hours and larger hand shows the minutes. Understand? Next, we have to observe on which number small hand is moving. Small hand is moving near about 11 number. So hour is the hour of the day is 11. Now look at the larger hand. Larger hand is pointing the number 3. So we have to multiply this number 3 by the table of 5. 3 5s are 15. So we we'll get 15 minutes. The time is 11 hours 15 minutes. Understand, student? Remaining clocks. Here are remaining clocks. So you have to mention the time here. This is your home task. Okay, student. This is your homework. Do practice of exercise 13 to 15 plus learn plus write counting in fives from 5 to 250. You have to write the counting in fives at your notebooks. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Allah Hafiz.